My friend Doug Muzzio is a professor at Brooke College and former host of City Talk, and as he says, a sophisticated observer of politics and elections. And that's just what I want to talk about. Welcome, Doug, and thank you.
My pleasure, always.
So you say you're a sophisticated observer.
Fairly sophisticated.
How many years have you been watching?
Oh God, since 1965 in mayor's elections. So I go back a long way to the first Lindsay election. In fact, I remember the first Wagner election in '61.
Oh, really? God, you must have been a child, right?
Not quite, but I like to think of myself that way.
And do you think this is going to be the most complicated election we've had?
In many ways, yes, absolutely. I mean, it's a confluence of crazy variables. You've got a large field, you've got a pretty even division among the candidates, you've got ranked choice voting, and you mix it all together and nobody knows nothing.
And having the pandemic and nobody, and staying home and not really, I just keeping in touch. You don't even know maybe that there's an election.
Yeah, no, I mean, with Trump and pandemic and Cuomo and all the shootings, I mean, people and crime, people aren't paying attention yet. Yeah. They're just starting to pay attention now. And there's less than 4 weeks to go.
Right. And there's been very little polling, and that is one of your fields, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, it's almost impossible to poll a ranked choice election, particularly with as many candidates as we have, as much as the electorate is split. And you have to not only ask who do you think is going to win or who do you want to win, but you got to factor in multiple iterations of counting under ranked choice voting. So anybody who tells you they've got an accurate poll to tell you what direction the election is going is basically full of it.
Who's going to count the vote? That's what I'm really interested in.
Well, I mean, the Board of Elections will count it. Presumably they have just gotten software that will make it machine readable rather than hand counting. But it's going to take a week at least, and probably 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 weeks to count the ballots. San Francisco has had ranked choice voting for about 20 years, and it takes them a week or more to count. So forget about I mean, if it's as close as it appears at the moment, it's going to be weeks.
It's so incredible. But so San Francisco advising New York? I mean, the board.
I don't know what, but I mean, there are quite a few jurisdictions in the United States that have ranked choice voting.
Oh, there are. Okay.
And, the state of Maine, there are cities, Minneapolis, San Francisco, and the list goes on. There are at least, I guess, about 20 major cities or cities that have ranked choice voting.
So what do? You do your ballot, you put it in the machine, right?
Right.
At your polling place.
Right. And it records your choices, whether you do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. It aggregates all of these votes, and depending on who's in last place, you drop them off and move their second place votes up, and then you're going to drop off another candidate. So you're going to have this constant dropping off of candidates and their votes being shifted to upper placing candidates. It's crazy.
So if voters don't vote the 5 choices, do they lose their effectiveness?
No, I would say that, basically it's the first 2 and maybe 3 votes that traditionally are in play. But again, depending on how many iterations, you may be going to 4 or 5. Very odd that you would do that. And the majority of people or most people in, for example, San Francisco and Minneapolis, etc., tend to do either 2 or 3 people on the ballot. Surprisingly,
They
I
don't.
think about a quarter of the population does bullet voting.
It's interesting. Can we talk about the candidates? Or I don't know why I'm resistant this time around to even discuss the candidates.
I mean, part of it is that there are so many of them, and to become an informed voter, you have to know a little or a lot about each of them, and it's beyond the analytical capacity and interest of most people. Now, as the election comes closer, the electorate gets bombarded with 10,000 million messages to vote, and there's so much noise that I don't know if voters can distinguish who's who.
Are they going to be able, do you think, also, since there's no ranked choice for district attorney?
Well, I mean, that's a state position. That's why.
Right. But that's also a little confusing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this could be a very confusing election. Now, preliminary results from the 2 Queens districts show that people were familiar with it when they voted and found it easy to operate within the system. But don't forget, these are the most active, engaged voters. Right. If you talk about the uninformed voter or the relatively uninformed voter, then that's a different story.
Right. Those 2 elections were special elections, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But do you have any predictions about what's going to happen?
No. The only thing I can predict is that there's going to be no accurate predictions.
That's so interesting. And what do you think is going to happen to the city?
Well, this is an extraordinarily important election. I mean, it's the first post-pandemic election. It is also a term limit election where you have 4 out of the 5 borough presidents, and you have all the citywide officials, except I guess for Jumaane Williams. And you have 35 or 36 council members. So, it is a very important election, but it is a very, in a sense, dangerous election that we're doing this in terms of term limits where you lose the institutional memory, and it's just the most unbelievable election that I've witnessed. I don't know, since '77. I don't know.
The city council. I mean, that's an incredible thing that so many people are leaving. Are people reconsidering the term limits?
I don't know. I haven't seen any recent polling, and that's the only way I would know if they're reconsidering. I doubt it, because that's sort of one of those things where you have a gut reaction to it.
It has a domino theory, because now we have a lot of candidates running for borough president, for all different things, because those who have to leave the city council are running for something else, right?
Right. And also most of them are term limited out.
Right.
So you have all this turmoil. You have the most important election, I would say, in a generation, and we don't have enough information. I don't know the candidates as well as I would in a 2 or 3 or 4 person election with traditional one choice voting.
Right. I'm thinking about the council. It's really funny because you see, I mean, everybody gets themselves elevated up to the larger constituency elected office.
Well, but if you've been in Albany long enough, you want to get out of town and you run for the city council, which happens as well. It's a two-way street.
And if you're
and you don't only have Albany to go to, but you move up the municipal ladder.
Right. But you also have your spouse or your brother or your sister who is tired of Albany, but can come and run for the seat of their relative who has been.
Right, right. Oh, yeah. I mean, you have husband and wife teams, one in
Alternating, right?
council and one in Albany, alternating.
Right. For years.
Yes, yes.
It's really funny.
I don't know if it's funny, it's sad.
Yeah, I should say that, but I don't
No,
want.
I'm only teasing.
So what are we going to do?
What do you mean, what are we gonna do? Be more specific.
How can you be more specific in a situation like this? You know, do you have a favorite in this campaign?
Honestly, I don't, because there are various reasons why each of the candidates is deficient, and I don't know enough about them, being a fairly sophisticated observer, that I don't know. I don't know how to rank them. I don't know enough.
Do you
Now,
know?
my gut tells me that Yang is, in my view, an empty suit. He is devoid of New York City contact, New York City knowledge. He makes gaffes because he doesn't know the city. And, in many ways, he's not a New Yorker. But he's smart, he's young, he's got personality, something that none of the other candidates seem to have. And he is, available to the public. He was the first out campaigning. So he's got a lot of positives, but none of which has to do with the running of the city.
It's so interesting because there's a split also between whether you want a good administrator running the city, or if you really want to, I don't just like to use the word attack, but I guess if you really want to change some of the basic bad things about the city, if you're more, do you know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, there is a conflict between experience, management experience. Who can best manage the office of mayor and manage an immense bureaucracy of 300,000 people? And then there's the other role, not of manager, but sort of leader, the inspirer, and
Right.
the word could be cheerleader. So, I mean,
No, I don't think it's a cheerleader as much as that may be a third category, but as much as a basic difference of how we as a culture or as
right. Okay. So yeah, I'll bow to your superior expertise and say that, but I don't know that Yang brings that to the table.
When you think about it, it's so interesting because he was a guy nobody heard of who had the audacity to run for president.
Right. And he became a celebrity.
Right.
And he's got he's got a lot of money. He's got a great social media presence, but he's like the Kardashians. He's famous because he ran for something. He's famous because he's a celebrity. But what is he a celebrity of? I don't know. The polling, such as it is very confusing. I mean, yesterday you had the Emerson PIX poll having Garcia up, and today you have another poll, the I don't even remember the name, Fontes poll showing Adams ahead. So it's a day-to-day snapshot of the electorate, and the margins of error are fairly large. So you can't say, for example, in the Emerson PIX poll, that anybody's ahead because everybody's within the top four or within the margin of error. So I'm not looking at the polling.
The more substantial polls are not candidates polls, are they? They're supposed to be.
No, and the traditionally respected university polls in New York, Marist and Quinnipiac, are simply not polling in this election. So the secondary polls are polling, and they're of uneven quality.
Do you think Scott Stringer would be equal to Yang and to the top three, I guess, or four? I'm not sure. Well, he is the top four, isn't he?
Yes.
Have the recent charges hurt his campaign?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the withdrawal of endorsements, the deflation of his numbers, the lack of excitement toward his candidacy, and it's got to have an effect on the campaign's morale and esprit de corps. I've been on losing campaigns, and if you suffer one of those deflations, you feel it psychologically. So there's all kinds of ramifications for the charges and the reaction to the charges.
What do you think of these charges, of these calls to either resign or you withdraw your approval? I mean, I cannot understand the Working Families Party, a party, to withdraw their support the day.
Well, I mean, not only the Working Families Party, but individual legislators and other elected officials, they reacted on the it was a hair trigger reaction, almost immediate, and it was based on no evidence, no formal evidence, and it was highly contested. There's questions about the allegation. It may be true, but you can't judge, and you certainly couldn't judge early on.
No.
There was this sort of knee-jerk Kirsten Gillibrand reaction to, the senators from whatever
Minnesota.
Right. I forgot his name.
It's terrible.
I'm not laughing.
Me too. I can't do it.
I know. We're too old.
Yeah, but I think we can't laugh about it. It's
no. I think it's dangerous. I think that you have this immediate lynch mob coming out after candidates who it is alleged that they misbehaved.
Right. And Scott Stringer called for Cuomo's resignation immediately. They all did. Several of the candidates running for mayor did that.
Right.
But see, the two senators of New York State call for the resignation of the governor.
I think that's a mistake, but there were multiple allegations, and you have an AG's report as well as a Justice Department
But
review.
we don't have those yet.
No, we don't.
Why should somebody resign before you even know if there was?
I don't think he should resign.
Exactly. I agree with you.
At this point, if the DOJ finds that the nursing home deaths were culpable, then he's in trouble and he should resign. And if these allegations are substantiated, then again, depending on the AG's findings, he should resign again. But let's go through a legal process, or at least a process.
Right. It is a very dangerous thing. So,
yes.
So what's the future? It doesn't look so bright.
The future doesn't look bright. It doesn't look bright on certainly the state level, and nationally, it looks frightening. It's absolutely frightening what's going on with the Republican Party. It's becoming, or it has become, and has become over time an authoritarian party that doesn't brook any opposition. It looks like the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany. It really does. And I don't want to be overly dramatic, but this is very dangerous, extremely dangerous. And this affects the regime. Affects the republic. We're in danger here, real danger.
Are you impressed, though, with the president that we have?
Yeah, I am pleasantly surprised given the constraint that he's under with a narrow majority in the House and really, a one vote, the vice president majority in the Senate, which could disappear in 2022. He's got an agenda and he is doing his best to, implement it either through executive action or through legislation, even though that's not successful because of the Republican opposition.
We're almost
filibuster.
We're almost at the end. Are there polls that indicate that the Republicans are going to take the House next year?
There are various analyses that suggest that the House is in danger and the Senate is always in danger. All you need is a death of a Democratic senator in a Republican governor's state, and you've got a Republican senator, and the majority is lost.
But of the population in the country, is the majority reflective of the Republicans' attitudes?
No. 7 million more people voted for Biden and Trump.
Right.
It's a majority of Republicans believe in the big lie. And we have to deal with that because that's several million people.
And they're busy reapportioning also.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to gerrymander the life out of the Democrats if they can. And, all the obstruction and suppression of the vote measures are another factor in the, this diabolical plot to subvert the Constitution.
It is really frightening, but are you normally more optimistic?
Yeah, but after the last 5 years, or not counting Biden, it's just it's crushed the optimism out of me. I have to say I'm a pessimist about the status of the country at any rate.
Is that reflected by your students?
They are more optimistic, but both my undergraduate and graduate students feel, when they think about it, they're not depressed, but they're concerned with the status of the country.
I miss you a lot, so it's been wonderful to talk to you.
Yes. And we have to meet in person over lunch in September.
All right, no making dates online, but I mean on our program. But we must do that, and you must also promise to come after the election so we can talk about what happened.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, great. It's wonderful to talk to you.